Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Heat versus Wizards NBA matchup on Sunday, March the 10th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that one-on-one style service. We offer those products, but they're just not available on the website. You have to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. It's the Heat taking on the Wizards. And the Miami Heat, coming off of a road trip, really kind of a tough schedule in there, but I think there's no excuses when all that stuff happens. But at the same time, I think the Heat would have liked to have a little bit more success than what they had over that span. But they still are 7-3 over their last 10 games. I think losing to the Thunder and losing at Dallas to the Mavericks, not a lot of shame in that. The Wizards are officially the worst team in the NBA, 10-53 on the season, 1-9 in their last 10 games. Just not a lot to cheer about for this team. And I know that Jay Briggs on our live show has been super critical of Kyle Kuzma. But they are coming off a win, 112-100 over the Hornets. They were a 2.5-point home favorite in that one. It just didn't even make sense that they were. But maybe we should have seen the writing on the wall that maybe the books were trying to bait us in or something. But I don't know. I just stayed clear of the game altogether because the Wizards have been absolutely miserable. Prior to that those two road games in Dallas and OKC, the Heat had won back-to-back home games against Detroit and Utah. They had lost in Denver by 6, depending on where you got them in that game. Either you covered or you didn't. It's one of those things where, man, you got to shop those lines. I say it. I've been saying it for years. I'll continue to say it. Shop lines. Use multiple books. If you're wondering where to get those, if you're in a legal state, just go to our tab at Pick Dawgz where it says Sportsbooks. Sign up for all of them in your state so you can shop lines and always get the best line. It's happened at least twice over the past week. That Nuggets Heat game. You also had that Timberwolves Clippers game where if you got the right line, you won. If you got the bad line, you lost. So well worth making that extra effort. But we've seen the Heat certainly still playing very, very good basketball. Even in that loss at Dallas, they played really well. The Heat defense certainly coming alive now, and that's what we know because they're healthy. This is a team that's been banged up for seemingly years. Even last year in the NBA Finals, they were banged up. Harrow and Butler was always day-to-day. But meanwhile, we see this Wizards team, and they're just pretty much, their numbers aren't all that bad when it comes to shooting the basketball. 17th best in the NBA, 47.1%. It's not a number that you would expect to see from a team with a record as miserable as theirs is, but what you do expect to see from them, 29th best in shooting percentage against, and that really is the pain point here for this Wizards team. The Heat, 37.6% from the perimeter, shooting 46.6% from the floor. They could certainly improve on that number. And they're also the 4th best free throw shooting team in the NBA. Generally, I don't like laying a lot of points with the Heat at home. They're a team that wins a lot of games at home, doesn't cover a lot of big spreads at home. But I think this might be one of those spots, especially with the Wizards coming off of a win. Stringing together successful outings isn't something that Washington does. I'm going to take the Heat, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.